Good morning, everyone. Here today I am here with a new subject, thermal science. So I will be discussing in this slide the basic definition of thermodynamics, and the topic which I will be covering in this slides are intensive property, extensive property, then what are state, path function, process, and what is cycle, then what is thermodynamic equilibrium, and quasi-static process. Okay, so first of all, what is the basic definition of thermodynamics? Thermodynamics, actually it is the branch of physical science, and it is a science of energy transfer. Okay, energy transfer and the effect of this energy transfer on the properties of substance. Okay. This science is based on observation of common experiences. This observation may be formulated into 4 basic laws which the science is developed. These laws may be they are 4 basic laws, we all know. They are zeroth law of thermodynamics, and the 3 law of thermodynamics: first law of thermodynamics, second law of thermodynamics, and third law of thermodynamics. This law governs the principle of energy conservation, especially from heat energy to work energy and work energy to heat energy. Okay. Then what are the thermodynamics property? Thermodynamics property can be broadly classified into 4 types: intensive property, extensive property, specific property, and molar property. So what is intensive property? Thermodynamic property whose value is independent of size or extent, that is mass of the system, means they are not dependent on mass. Okay. They are not dependent on mass. For example, you can say that pressure is not dependent on mass, temperature, then density, then surface tension, composition, viscosity, thermal conductivity, and electrical potential, etc. These are the example of intensive property. Intensive property are those property who does not depend on the mass of the system. Okay. Then we have the extensive property. Extensive property, on the other hand, it depends on the mass of the system, whose value depends on the mass of the system or extent of the system. We can give example like energy, enthalpy, entropy, volume, etc. Then we have third property is the specific property. Okay, the specific property can be defined as a extensive property expressed per unit mass of the system. Like example, specific energy, specific entropy, etc. And fourth is we have molar property. Molar property is the ratio of extensive property to mole number is known as molar property. Okay. Now we come to state, path, process, and cycle. What are these 4 terms? State is a set of property that describes the condition of a thermodynamic system. Okay. We can say that the state of a system is its configuration or condition described in sufficient details so that one state may be distinguished from all other states. Okay. The state may be identified by certain macroscopic property such as temperature, density, pressure, volume, etc. Then we have then there is another term called as term process. Okay, so what is term process? Term process can be defined as the change of state occurs when one or more of the properties of a system changes. Okay, when a system undergoes change in its state, it is said to have undergone a process. Process is named according to its specification, like constant volume process, constant pressure process, etc. Then we have cycle, like we can say it's a thermodynamic cycle. What is thermodynamic cycle? When a process or a set of processes are performed on a system in such a way that final state is identical with the initial state, it is known as thermodynamic cycle. That means that it moves in a cycle. Okay, cycle or cyclic process. Then we have the path. What is path? Path is the locus of the series of state through which a system passes, going from initial state to final state and constitute the path. Actually, what I have described in a thermodynamic cycle, the path which it follows is known as path. The total process which it follows is known as path. Then process, I already told, change from one equilibrium state to other equilibrium state is called process. Then we have cycle. What is cycle? When a system is in a given state undergoes through, say, series of process such that the final state and initial state are identical is known as cycle. Okay, cycle, like the change in the vapor of any property of the system for a cyclic process is zero. Obviously, the cyclic process change in property is obviously its value is zero. Okay, now we have equilibrium. There are different thermodynamic equilibrium. So it states that a system which is simultaneously in a state of mechanical equilibrium, thermal equilibrium and chemical equilibrium is said to be in a state of thermodynamic equilibrium. Okay, any of the equilibrium, if it consists, then it is said to be a thermodynamic equilibrium. So what is mechanical equilibrium? It is the condition of state in which there is no unbalanced force within the system and nor at its boundary. Okay, it implies uniformity of pressure. Therefore, there is only one value of pressure for the entire system. Okay, then we have chemical equilibrium. What is meant by chemical equilibrium? It is a system in mechanical equilibrium may be undergo a spontaneous change of internal structure due to chemical reaction or diffusion. So we can state that chemical equilibrium, a thermodynamic system is said to be in a state of chemical equilibrium if there is no chemical reaction. Okay, if there is no chemical reaction or transfer of matter from one part of the system to another. And we can say that a system which is in mechanical equilibrium may even undergo spontaneous change of internal structure due to chemical potential. Like example, a mixture of oxygen and gasoline is not in chemical equilibrium once the mixture is ignited. Okay, then we have the thermal equilibrium. Thermal equilibrium is a condition of state in which the temperature of the system is uniform. Thermal means temperature. If the temperature is in equilibrium, then it is called as thermodynamic equilibrium. Now we have the quasi-static or quasi-equilibrium process. Okay, so we can see in this diagram also it is given. The deviation from thermodynamic equilibrium is infinitely small. Okay, all state of the system passes through equilibrium state. And next point is it takes infinite time to reach one position to another position because each equilibrium needs some time. Then we have what are the different types of process: reversible process and irreversible process. So reversible process, a thermodynamic process, is reversible if the system passes through a continuously series of equilibrium state. Following condition need to be specified for a process to be reversible. These are the following condition, like number 1, there should be no friction, so the fluid. Next, the heat exchange to or from the system, if any, should be only through infinitely small temperature difference. Next, the process should be quasi-static, it should process at infinitely slow speed. And then all this state in thermodynamic equilibrium state, and process can be run in any direction. Then we have the example of reversible process. What can be the example? Motion without friction. Okay, restricted and controlled expansion and compression. Then we have isothermal and friction adiabatic process, elastic stretching of the solid, and discharge of a battery. Okay, I have shown a PV diagram for a reversible and irreversible process. We can see that 1 to 2 is a reversible process because it comes from 1 to 2, also it goes from 2 to 1. And in upper diagram we see that 3 4, 1 2 is a reversible process following equilibrium state, and 3 4 is a irreversible process. 3 to 4 is a irreversible process which is non-equilibrium state. Next we have irreversible process. If the thermodynamic system passes through a sequence of non-equilibrium state, it is called irreversible process. Okay, and irreversible process is identified by the following characteristics. like it can be carried out in one direction only. It occurs at infinite rate. It cannot be reversed without causing permanent change in this surrounding. The system is never equilibrium state at any instant during the irreversible process. Now we have some example which is irreversible process, like spontaneously chemical reaction, viscous flow, inelastic deformation, and hyperelastic effect. Now I will be discussing about some thermodynamic system. Actually, what is thermodynamic system? A thermodynamic system can be defined as a definite quantity of matter of fixed mass and identity which is bounded by a closed surface. That closed surface is known as boundary. This surface may be real surface, a vessel containing liquid in the form of a thermodynamic system with the wall of the vessel forming real boundary surface, or it may be imaginary, like mass of liquid flowing along a pipe. Okay, the boundary surface may not be constant in volume and shape. Everything outside the boundary is called the surrounding. Okay, outside the boundary is called the surrounding. The thermodynamic system may be broadly defined as a definite area or a space where some thermodynamic